Oh, I remember that infamous day. That was definitely that was definitely not one of my better days. It was right before Valentine's Day. WWE, you broke my heart, you sons of bitches. But no, it was yeah, it was getting close to Valentine's Day, and we'd just gotten off a tour in Japan, and I remember I kind of felt like it was coming because we weren't getting that push, and we were obviously jobbing to Boogie, um, and I remember I was driving in the car, I got a call, I answered it, and hey, it's Johnny Ace. Got you on the line, conference call with Chad. And then he delivers the news. Uh, you know, you know, uh, your gimmicks is just not really working, and you guys can't be fighting. We're a publicly traded company. You can't be fighting backstage and getting the fights up. And I'm like thinking to myself, shut the fuck up, Johnny. Just shut the fuck up. You just you don't you don't like us. I know you don't like me. I just always felt like he didn't like me anyway. I mean, I don't know what it was like, why he had. I mean, I tried to be nice to everybody. That's just me in life. I just try to be kind to everybody. I try to treat people the way I want to be treated. But for some reason, like, man, it was such a toxic time back then in that locker room, and and I don't know. It was really odd, and I just felt like he never really. I guess he never got me or whatever. I don't really care. Maybe he thought my work was shit. I don't care. His work was. I don't need to mention it. I mean, you know, just watch him. But yeah. So but yeah. So that was it. So he called, and he tried to be cool about it, like, it's just the way it is right now. But hey, don't the business is a revolving door. Go out there. We just need people to forget about the dicks, for a while. And I was just like, well, maybe not have had that gimmick to begin with, freaking a special on SmackDown, because it's ridiculous. But it is what it is. So he's like, so just stay out there, keep working, and come around that revolving door, work your way back into the business, work your way back into the company. I was like, all right, yeah, I got you. Basically, it's the old best of luck with your future endeavor bullshit, Yeah. So that was that. But I played it cool. I was like, okay, Johnny. Yep. Okay, John. Hey, thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Uh, you know, so I played the game, and I kept working. I went to Ring of Honor, and I was wrestling all around, doing a million different promotions, and working hard, and I basically was like, okay, and I kept going to shows, because at the time I was still with Jillian Hall, who was obviously one of the main divas there, and I was like, all right, well, and I would go to all the shows, and I'd try and just keep in with them, and then a year, like, I don't know, like 9 months passed, and I said, hey, I just want to try and get talk to you for a few minutes, Johnny. Oh yeah, maybe a little later. Yeah, I'm busy right now, busy. And it was show after show. I'm busy. And then finally, I finally caught him after a few more months after that. It was probably like a year. He's like, all right, look, you need like another 6 months, like let's revisit this another 6 months. And so, okay, another 6 months went by, same thing, blah, blah, blah. And then I heard, possibilities that, maybe I could, make a comeback on the ECW brand, and the possibility there, and and I was talking to Tommy Dreamer about things, and with the possibilities that happened, because he was in developmental position at that time. And yeah, and then so shortly after that, on the Indies, in one of the Ring of Honor shows, I tore my other bicep, because I had already torn the one, that kind of part of how, right when I was getting together with Chad, and then as a tag partner, and then I was catching someone on the outside of the ring and tore this bicep in Ring of Honor, and so who knows what would have happened, but that's kind of where that went. And then so I had surgery on that, and then went back to the Indies and blah 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 blah. So